Hey guys, Rich here with Brotherhood Reviews, and we're back. She-Hulk episode 6, and I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, but let's talk about that at the end. Let's go down with the breakdown with episode 6. Episode 6, we start off, and this is a wedding episode. A friend from her high school is getting married. She is one of the bridesmaids, and as she shows up in all She-Hulked out, the bride pretty much pulls her aside and tells her, like, I wanted this to be about me. I wanted just Jen here. I didn't want you to come as She-Hulk. And she admits later on that she wanted to show up as She-Hulk to show off, tell everybody that she's great, she's part of the best firm in the country, and all this, that, and third. But as it turns out, she is just like the punching bag of the friend group. She's a bridesmaid, but she's walking a dog down the aisle. She ends up getting wasted. Actually, a guy ends up being interested in her. I believe his name is John. Anyways, a guy ends up being interested in her, and it kind of starts going well. And she's drunk at this point, and talking to him about how she wished she could be She-Hulk. She-Hulk's so amazing. She actually enjoys the recommendations, the all the praise she gets when she is She-Hulk. So she wanted to come here and kind of get some of that, and you could tell because they're friends, but she was at the bottom of the totem pole in her friend group, so it wasn't like anything. She wanted to go there as She-Hulk and show off. But turns out also Titania is there. Titania gets invited because she starts dating a friend of a friend, so she gets a +1, and now Titania's there, and we know she wants to embarrass Jen for taking her name back, and so she sucker punches Jen while she's actually Jen drunk. She's like, this is no fun if you're not She-Hulk. So Jen tries to go She-Hulk, and she's like, oh, I forgot. And then she turns into She-Hulk. They get into a little fight. She-Hulk ends up winning the fight, but more so because Titania slips, falls, and messes up her teeth. So now she gets embarrassed. She wasn't supposed to go She-Hulk, but the bride ends up playing it off as if oh my god, She-Hulk's at my wedding, because all the cameras are out, so she didn't want to look like a psychopath. But I really thought Daredevil was gonna be in this episode. I guess his helmet counts as his face mask counts as a cameo. But the other interesting point I want to bring up is the Intelligentsia, which is just an online internet browser, dark web type of deal. It kind of looked like a dark version of Reddit, and where it just had a whole bunch of She-Hulk hate and a lot of people trying to kill her, people discussing on different ways of trying to kill her, and it's just very unsettling. Her aide and the lawyer that helped her win the case in the last episode, they find it. The lawyer says not to tell her, but her best friend calls her and leaves her a message. So I guess we're gonna see where that goes in the next episode. But that's all that really happened in She-Hulk. But it's really, oh yeah, and Mr. the Case, because it is a lawyer show, there's always a case. the case was Mr. Immortal, who is just a minor character who doesn't really do much but not die in the comics. And you know, he just had to get out of 8 marriages he was in. So that was pretty much the case, and that just shows the testament of, we're going to, now that they have a superhuman law division, we're seeing more superhuman individuals come out of the woodworks. And I think that's what this series is trying to show us, is the fact that there are super powered individuals out there. Sorry about the birds. And there are super powered individuals out there. And now that the snap happened and the Avengers are a thing, that we're going to be seeing more and more superpowered individuals coming out and being more open to using their abilities. So I think that's what's really going to start happening with this show, and why people, I'm gonna do a broader video on it, because I think that's what this show was meant to do, is to show us that the superpowered individuals are out there, but they've had powers that they were able to keep under the radar. But now, because of the snap and everything that's been going on with the stones and all these different cosmic energies that have been flowing in and out of the earth, that all the unbelievable powers are going to start coming out. That's where the X-Men come in and stuff like that. But that's for a different video. But that's all I have for She-Hulk episode 6. I hope you guys have a good day, time, night, whenever you guys are listening to this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this type of content. Thank you guys.